and his hand, chat, literally fell off. It's horrifying. Like, if you're a kid, if you were first seeing this as a kid, chat, and you just saw this character's hand just fucking fall off and turn into muck, you don't know what the hell that is. How do you contextualize that, chat?
Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I also wanted to let you know that not only do I create content here on Class in the Glass, but I also stream content in my Twitch channel, Mr. Revan7. I play single-player games, multiplayer games, and I also do movie reviews and cartoon reviews as well. I also want to encourage you to check out my Patreon, Class in the Glass, where I offer audio commentaries, full reactions for movies, and also the ability to submit questions for my video casts and podcasts. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and enjoy the video.
We gotta do our scene by scene breakdown of Batman the Animated Series, chat. Episode 21, Feet of Clay, Part 2, chat. We're gonna follow up with Clayface and the boys, chat. We're opening up with fucking Bruce Wayne, chat. Prince of Gotham City. One of the wealthiest, not only the wealthiest individual, chat, in the city of Gotham, but also in the entire goddamn world. And he is getting his mugshot, chat. As we last left him, chat, he was creepily sneaking into the fucking hospital room of Lucius Fox, which, again, shouldn't have done that, Bruce. Like, literally, he wasn't, like, creeping in through the door, chat. Lucius was, like, awake, looked over, and saw Bruce Wayne, not in Batman regalia, just coming through his window. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, that's not a great way to reintroduce yourself, especially because Lucius Fox believes, chat, Bruce Wayne tried to set him up in a corporate espionage whodunit and tried to get him killed. So crawling through his window and just saying, I'm here to see you, Lucius. Not a great reintroduction, chat. Just gonna say it. He's a creep, he's a bit of a creep. And so he's arrested, chat. He's getting his mugshot and all that shit. But as we all know, chat, Bruce has money, and money can get you away with a lot. And so he's arrested, chat, definitely, but he posts bail, and Alfred gets his ass out of there, chat. And all the reporters of Gotham City are there. You got Summer Gleason, chat, just got her new talk show, fucking Gotham Tonight. She's doing pretty well for herself. You got Vicky Vale. That's not really Vicky Vale, chat, but I like to assume Vicky Vale was there, along with a lot of other Gotham reporters, chat. They want to know, Bruce, why this is your arrest? I mean, Lucius Fox says that you tried to kill him. He's like, and he's not saying nothing. He's walking straight ahead, and Bruce's lawyer is like, we have no comment at this time. Please leave my client alone. He's fucking innocent until proven guilty. But the people of Gotham, they say Bruce is guilty, and so he goes into his car, chat, where Alfred drives him away. Alfred's like, that's some crazy shit. And Bruce is like, did you bring it, Alfred? He's like, of course, Master Wayne. And Bruce begins to strip naked in the backseat, and Alfred's just watching. So he's just watching him strip. And he takes off all his clothes, chat, and he's putting on the fucking gear. He's just like, it looks like this isn't a job for Bruce Wayne. You know, fucking Bruce is like, no, it's not. It's a job for Batman. I got to get to the bottom of this. I got to go after Daggett and his boys and to figure out what this all is. Meanwhile, chat, we cut to the trailer of one Matt Hagen, chat. Now, as we last left Matt Hagen, he was melting. He was melting. His body was literally falling apart, chat. When we last left him, he had ingested a copious amount of clay-like substance. I mean, he just is eating that shit. He took a whole lot of it, chat. It was inside of him. It wasn't good. And his hand, chat, literally fell off. It's horrifying. Like, if you're a kid, if you were first seeing this as a kid, chat, and you just saw this character's hand just fucking fall off and turn into muck, you don't know what the hell that is. How do you contextualize that, chat? But we now see what he looks like. We got a brief glimpse of what Matt Hagen looks like now, chat, but he has become a large, just deformed clay monster. And he's got his buddy there, chat, his stunt double, and just saying, hey, don't worry about it, Matt. You know, you can make a comeback. And I'm like, dude, that is not the best thing to say, right? Even Matt's like, are you fucking serious? How am I going to make a comeback, okay? I didn't think I'd be able to make a comeback back then when my face was horrifically scarred in that accident, but now, look at me. Look at me. It's like, it's not going to work out. He's like, yeah, we don't know. And then we get the backstory, chat. What actually happened to Matt Hagen? He was involved in a tragic accident where he was recuperating for months in a hospital, but his face was horrifically mangled, chat. it would take years upon years of facial reconstruction surgery, chat, plastic surgery, to even make him half as look as good as he did back then. It'll take years, chat. It looks like half as good as he used to. Thank you. Malcolm 76, thank you for the follow. You mean Huckleberry, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing very well today. Sir Baby, traumatized for life via Clayfish tournament. Yeah, it's horrific. It's just like, oh God, he's melting in front of our eyes. And he's like, basically says it would take years of reconstruction, facial reconstruction surgery to get even halfway to what I used to look like. But he's approached by one Roland Daggett, chat, owner of Daggett Corporation, and he produces this fucking clay product where if you apply it, chat, you're able to basically, you know, fix your fucking face. You can take away wrinkles, chat, or also fix your malign face if you're involved in a horrific accident. And the thing is, though, there's a lot of side effects to it, chat. It becomes incredibly addictive. It alters your brain chemistry. So many side effects they didn't even know about. And he became addicted to this stuff, and he's been on it for fucking years. And he was doing all these odd jobs because it was the only way he can have the career that he constantly had. And, you know, but Matt's like saying, it's like, but you could come back still, man. I mean, when you were on that stuff, and yeah, sure, it was bad for you. Doing those jobs for him were terrible. But you on that stuff, that was some of your best roles, some of your best work. And he fucking gets up, and he's looking at all these posters, all these great films these days. He's like, yeah, I remember all these were some of my best movies. And while he's going to each poster, chat, his face is turning into the character that he played in that film each time. And his friends is like, Matt, do you see what you're doing? He says, what are you talking about? It's like, you're changing every time you pass by these posters. Like, oh, I didn't even realize I was doing it. And he goes to the mirror, and he's like, let me concentrate. And he manages to turn himself back. He turns his face into one of the other characters. And his friend steps forward, like, Matty, you can do this, man. We can do this. He's like, he pushes him on the side, and he says, let me concentrate. And he does it, and he becomes himself again. He becomes Matt Hagen, pre-accident. And he goes, there you go, pal, you did it. And he like puts his hand on his shoulder, chip, but then it fucking like it snaps, and he goes back and being Clayface. And he goes, wait, what are you doing? What's wrong? He goes, it's like you touched me. I couldn't concentrate. It's like a muscle. It tenses up. I can't hold it. It's too painful. It's like my life is over. I'm ruined. I hate you. He just starts destroying everything inside the goddamn trailer, chat. And the guy goes, oh, geez, this is just not good. Meanwhile, chat, we cut to Daggett Enterprises, where Daggett is inquiring to his germ boy. He's talking to his germ boy, chat, because the guy, he's a germaphobe. He doesn't like to touch anything. He's kind of like constantly got hand sanitizer. He would do well in the time of a big Rona, chat. He's asking about Belle, who was previously pummeled to near death by Batman, torture, chat. He's like, has he said anything to the police? He goes, nah, as far as we know. He's like, good. If he does, take him out. And he's like, all right, shit. And he's like, I got a job for you. I want to move on Wayne Enterprise, but with Wayne, you know, with him, you know, if him out on bail, might be a little difficult. But we got to start taking out specific individuals at Wayne Enterprises. So I want you to go to Lucius Fox and take him off the fucking board. Kill the son of a bitch. And the guy's like, but he's at the, sir, he's at the hospital, and there's sick people there, and they got germs. And he's like, I don't give a shit what's there. You have a fucking job to do, and you're going to do it, all right? You listen to me? He goes, okay, boss, I'll do it. Jesus Christ, oh, God. Meanwhile, we cut back to Clayface, chat. He is at the home of his stunt double. And this guy's just like, okay, listen, man, like, well, what do you need to do? He's like, I must seek revenge on Daggett. It's what I need to do. And he's like, okay, let's go. And, you know, they hop into a car, and he's like, this is, I know he's going to go after Lucius Fox. He's going to want to seal the deal, because that's what he wanted me to do at the time. He's going to try to kill that sumbitch. So I'm going to impersonate a doctor until I recognize one of the thugs, one of the hitmen that I've worked with. I'll fucking take that guy out, replace him, report back to Daggett, and then kill him. And the guy goes, okay, I'm kind of like an accomplice to murder, but sure. And so he infiltrates the hospital. Meanwhile, we cut to the germaphobe guy, and he has somehow also gone to the hospital, chat, and entered the room of Lucius Fox. How did he do that? I don't know, especially with Lucius Fox under guard constantly. Just again, this was like only a day ago, chat. Bruce Wayne creepily came through the window of Lucius Fox's room. So you would imagine there'd be a bigger police presence, but apparently in Gotham, chat, you don't get shit. So this guy comes in here, grabs a pillow, and is just about to smother just about to fucking smother Lucius Fox. Just like, sleep, sleep. But Chad, who fucking pops up from the window the same way that Bruce Wayne came in? Batman. Batman's there is like, you want to drop that fucking pillow? Goes, ah! And he fucking drops the pillow, Chad. And he runs out of there. He fucking moves as fast as he can. But he's so fucking confused. He's all scared, but he doesn't know where he's going, Chad, until he finally comes to a closet. He opens the door, realizes, like, this isn't the way out. And it's the germ closet, Chad. It's filled with all various viruses and bacteria. It's the worst nightmare that he could never even imagine it, chat. And he tries to back out, but who does he fucking back into, chat? The Batman. He's like, oh God, please just get me out of here. Batman's like, Batman in these last two episodes, chat, he's fucking cruel. You know, he was fucking torturing, ripped the arm off of the one guy when he had him in the Batwing, Chad Bell. The guy was always listening on the fucking headphones to the police scanners. He's like, I don't give a shit. So he punches this guy in the fucking face, makes him fall back. The guy's like, please, for the love of his fucking snot and blood and cartilage coming out of his nose. Shit, barely has a nose anymore. And bam, and he just picks up one of the jars and goes, cultured crimson fever. There's no cure for this. And he pushes the guy back and he puts it right above, like there's like a little like shelf. And he puts it right on the edge of the shelf. And he goes, you're going to tell me about what happened to Lucius Fox. He goes, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. And he fucking he just hits right by the guy's head. Doesn't hit him, chat, but hits right against the wall. And the thing, the jar just shakes and it moves a little bit closer, falling off the edge. The guy goes, okay, all right. Daggett, he wants Lucius Fox out of the way. He's like, well, who was the one impersonating Bruce Wayne? I can't tell you that. And he fucking hits it again. He goes, oh, Jesus Christ, please. It's like, and he's like, it was Matt Hagen, the actor. He goes, no amount of makeup, no performance could perfectly mimic Bruce Wayne. It's not possible. He's like, it's true. And it's like, you're not telling me something. No, that's all I have to say. He fucking hits it again, and it's almost tipping over. He goes, no, God, please. Okay. It's this new product. It's this clay. It makes you able to change your appearance. You know, you could become a completely different person no matter how much you can apply. Bruce is like, that's what it is. But then all of a sudden, chat, right before he was just about to punch the shit out of the guy or take him away, a cop walks in. And he goes, I'll take it from here, Batman. I got this. He's like, oh, shit, officer. I didn't know you had someone assigned to Lucius Fox. Yes, I'm sorry. I was on break at the time. I got this, scum. And he takes the guy. Batman's like, but I still have more questions for him. And all of a sudden, chat, the fucking cop's arm just elongates and smashes into Batman and concusses him on the fucking ceiling. Goes, like over and over and over again. Batman's like, the fuck is this? And he can't believe it. And the thing just starts like, and it transforms in the Clayface. And he realizes, like, oh my God, this. And he's like, I've come for my revenge, Batman. I'm Matt Hagen. He's like, you're Matt Hagen. Holy shit. And so he just fucking throws Batman out of the way. And this is fucked up scene, chat. He, the Clayface, he takes the germaphobe guy, and he just begins to pour his arm down his fucking throat until he just fucking explodes. He just pops everywhere. He's dead. He doesn't pop. I'm kidding. He does put some of himself inside the man, though. He puts a lot of clay inside the guy, and he wraps him in his body, and he's like, I'm going to take you up on the roof. And so he's going up there, chat. Batman's trying to get a hold of them, but fucking Clay. By the way, the animation of this episode is spectacular. Everything they do with Clayface, ahead of its time. Back in the day, just it holds up to this day. They're so clever how he's able to transform into multiple people seamlessly, how he transforms his limbs into different objects. It is beautiful to witness, chat. And eventually, Clayface, he gets to the roof, and he fucking, all right, fuck you, and he throws the guy off of it, but right before he's about to throw him, chat, Batman, he grabs the guy and pulls him back, and then him and fucking Clayface have a battle, chat. And Clayface, he turns one of his fucking arms into a giant hammer, another one into like these Wolverine claws, and he's going back and forth. Batman's like, Jesus Christ, he's never fought an enemy like this before, chat. Like, he has superpowered enemies, you know, but nothing like Clayface. Clayface is a new type of enemy that he's probably the most powerful so far of all his superpowered enemies at this moment. And eventually, like, Clayface just fucking smacks him so hard, he nearly knocks Bruce off the fucking roof, and Bruce is just hanging there. He's like, shit. He's trying to lift himself up, and Clayface, he transforms his hand in these giant crab claws and tries to get him, but then all of a sudden he goes, and he starts to break down. And Bruce, he lifts himself back up and he goes, oh, you can't fucking transform. You're transforming too fast. It's exhausting you, and that's what's happening. Eventually, chat, the hospital staff, they called the police, and they're heading to, Gotham Central. And Clayface is like, fuck it. And he just jumps off the roof. Batman's like, oh, Jesus Christ, I got a jumper. And he fucking tries to use the Batclaw to wrap around Clayface to stop him from killing himself, but it goes right through his body. And so Batman just sees him, boom, just hits the ground, chat. Blood, guts, clay, everywhere. He goes, oh my God. I mean, it's okay, because Clayface, he just coalesces again. He looks up at Batman and goes, nah, and he goes down to Storm Drain. Batman's just like, the fuck is going on? This is crazy shit. And he goes, that guy, the germaphobe guy, he's just filled with clay. He's like, he's inside me. He's like, I can't do anything for you. I can't do anything for you. And he leaves. We do move. Well, we did, Mr. Yasmin, we did. The winner was 13 Ghosts. And so eventually, chat, Batman, he's at the Batcave, and he's like, Alfred, movie night, I want to watch all the movie films featuring Matt Haig. And Alfred's like, I got a big old stack of them. I got a big old stack. And he goes, thank you, Alfred. I appreciate you. He's like, is this just the Battle of Clayface? He says, yep. And so eventually, chat, we cut back to Clayface, and he is at the home of his stunt double, his friend, the stunt double guy. And, he's just sitting there. He's just, ooh, I want to get Daggett. Because Daggett, he's going to be interviewed tonight on Summer Gleason's Gotham Tonight talk show. And he's like, ooh, I can get him right there. But his friend comes and he's like, listen, man, I don't think doing this is good, all right? I mean, what happened at the hospital? That was pretty scary. He's like, he's got like a nice fucking meal for him. He's made him a fucking like chicken or rotisserie chicken chat. Got some corn on the cob, got some potatoes. And fucking Clayface like, don't you tell me what to do. And he smashes the food like, I don't need that anymore. I'm not Matt Haig anymore. I don't need food anymore. Get out of my face. You know what I don't need? I don't need you. And he grabs his friend chat and goes, nyah, and he throws him into a bookcase. He smashes in there. He's not like dead or anything. He gets up. He's like, oh, Matt, wait. And but by that time, chat, Clayface, he is gone. He has left the vicinity. Eventually, we cut back to the screening studio for Summer Gleason's Gotham Tonight show, and we kind of see what's going on behind the scenes chat. You got the staff like, all right, fucking cut the cameras on, cue the music, cue the lights, Muppet Show tonight, all that good stuff. And eventually, chat, we see this one guy. I love it. We see this one guy in the background pushing these carts of film reels. It's like, that guy looks weird. And we realize, chat, that the person pushing the film reels is Batman. Like, it is Batman in full regalia. He just happens to wear a little hat above his head, like on his head, chat, and like some overalls. It's like, you fucking stuffed the cape down. Looks like he has a hump and everything. But he goes into the one video room, and he takes it off, and like the ears like spring up. It's very, very comedic. I love it. He just starts putting all these tapes in. Meanwhile, we cut to the show. It's currently in progress. Summer Gleason is interviewing Dag, and Dag is like, Wonder Clay is the best thing ever. I mean, if you look old, you got wrinkles, you can fucking just put this stuff inside you, and you'll be golden. Just put it all inside you, you'll be fine. And Summer Gleason goes, whoa, well, the results are obvious. We have some questions from the audience here. Everyone's just like, yeah, I want to put this clay inside me. But this one woman, though, Summer Gleason goes, this woman, she's like, I have some questions for you, Mr. Dag. And he goes, well, speak freely, ma'am. She's like, what about the addictive properties and the side effects of the clay? And he goes, he literally goes, I mean, how'd you hear about that? And she goes, I've heard many things. And it's like, did you tell people about how it fucking messes up your brain chemistry and makes you aggressive? He goes, wait a minute, what are you saying? She just marches up there, Chad. She's Karen. She's Karen, like 1.0. She's the original Karen. And like, you got these bodyguards. They're trying to keep her from going up the stage, chat, and she goes just boom, and they go fucking flying. And they go, oh my God, and she gets on stage, chat, and she's walking right towards Daggett. Daggett gets up from his fucking chair. He's like, wait a minute. And then she's like, yeah, he didn't tell anyone about me. And then the lady turns into Clayface, chat. The rotund Karen was Clayface the whole time. It's crazy. And right before Clayface is about to put some clay inside a Daggett, Batman shows up as expected, Chaz. He starts fighting with Clayface. Meanwhile, Clayface, some of Daggett's boys, we want to join in on the fight. And Clayface throws clay at those guys. And the clay, this is fucked up, it encloses around their hands. Like, it is gunked up their hands so they can't fire their guns. No. The clay starts crushing their hands from the outside, chap. And so literally, their hands become fucking just meat putty. Just meat. They go, the bones are snapping, everything. It's horrific. It's fucking horrific to see. Deus, thank you for the 6-month subscription. Deus, juicy. Hope you're doing very well tonight. I'm talking about when Clayface shot some of himself at the guys and like literally crushed the guy's hands until it was just bone and meat and cartilage and marrow. It was horrible. Horrible way to go. And so they're fucking collapsed. They can't believe they lost their hands. Meanwhile, Batman's like, let's not kill Daggett right now, okay? And so Batman, he managed to get a few good moves in on Clayface, but Clayface still has the advantage, chat. And he fucking goes off trying to go after Daggett and things. Daggett, he fucking wraps up, he wraps up Daggett, make sure he's not going anywhere. He goes after Clayface, chat. He's looking for him around the studio. Clayface is using the ventilation system. So he fucking shoots out of one of the air ducts, gets Batman, chat, blows him into the video room, chat. And he falls back in there. And right before he's about to impale Batman with all sorts of clay-based weapons, chat, Batman hits the fucking button. And all the screens come on. It's all filled with the faces of the characters that Matt Hagen has played throughout his career. And he sees all these things. He's just overwhelmed by it. Batman hits another one and another one and another one. All these different faces come on. Until, Matt Hagen, he's just, oh my God, turn him off, please turn him off. And Batman's like, listen, this is who you are, Matt, okay? You're an actor, you're a good person, okay? I know that it was the clay that is affected. Like, Batman's still trying to help this guy. He's still trying to appeal to his humanity. Despite everything he's done, he's like, let me help you. I can find you a cure. And he goes, I'm not mad anymore. Turn him off, because then all of a sudden, a beautiful showcase of animation where he just suddenly starts to turn to all these different characters throughout his career, and eventually, just random monsters and creatures. Like, he can't control it, it's just happening naturally until he's just like, please, it hurts, and Batman's like, oh shit, I'm fucking killing him, oh God. He starts trying to turn off, but the Clayface is just spinning around the room so erratically, he slams Batman, chat. Batman falls back, concusses himself on the fucking screen, he goes, oh shit, and he's still going around. And Clayface is trying to hit all the screens to get him off, chat, so he can stop transforming. Eventually, the cops come in, they're like, holy fucking shit. And when they, conveniently, when they come in there, chat, Clayface turns into Bruce Wayne. They even go, oh my God, he looks exactly like Bruce Wayne. So there you go, Bruce Wayne's off the hook. Because it was Clayface the whole time, chat. And eventually, Clayface, he walks on over to one of the screen shades, like, ah! And he just thrusts all of his clay body inside of it, chat. And he electrocutes himself. And he's blasted back, chat, and he falls on the ground. And he briefly, for a second, transforms back into Matt Hagen. And Batman is over him. And Matt Hagen goes, I would have killed for a death scene like this. And Clayface dies, chat. He's dead. And Batman goes, shit. I mean, I guess I kind of killed him. But they don't know. No one knows. And eventually, they fucking put his body on the dial chair and they wheel him out. Then fucking Summer Gleason, she's on, and yes, fucking Daggett, he's under arrest for corporate espionage and for the attempted murder of Lucius Fox and I guess, the murder of Matt Hagen. And Bruce Wayne, he's off the hook, yay! And then, we cut to the Batcave. From Batman, he's poking some fucking clay that he found. And Alfred's just like, well, that's fucking weird. What are you doing? He's like, I'm using electricity against it. And he keeps poking of increments of electricity, chat, like thousands upon thousands of volts. And Alfred's like, the electricity is not killing it. He's like, yeah, clearly it's not. And I remember what Matt Hagen said, a death scene. That's what he always wanted. So Bruce is like, this guy was fucking lying. He tricked me. Think of the 10 biddies. Seriously, it was dark. No, they dealt with a lot of dark concepts. Even later on as the series went on, they really did push the envelope in a number of ways, especially when we get to like Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, with what the Joker does to Tim Drake and a number of other characters. Yeah, no, agreed. Thank you again, Show, for the 10 biddies. And he's just like, yeah, this guy, he fucking bamboozled me. He's still out there. And eventually, Chad, we cut to Matt Hagen's stunt double buddy. He's outside the hospital. He goes, oh, Jesus, Matt, we had some good times, but rest easy, okay? You can finally rest. And he walks off. Meanwhile, this woman passes by him, and she looks at the stunt guy, and all of a sudden she goes, it's not the Joker, but it's Matt Hagen, chat, because his voice gets deeper. And her eyes turn yellow, and I realize that she has faked her death. And the Clayface body, chat, that was in the morgue, it turns to dust. It was just the shell, chat. That's what it was. Everyone got bamboozled. And so Clayface is still out there, chat. Probably going to commit other crimes. But there you go, guys. That was Batman the Animated Series, Episode 21, Feet of Clay Part 2. Great episode. Great two-parter, chat. Probably the best two-parter they've had so far. Wonderful episode.